Let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome back to the All Boxing for you. You know what I'm saying? Came over here tonight to talk about the Sheeraz and Berlanga fight. And it was a good fight. Speculations going around. His handbrands were tainted. And as I was looking and checking what was going on, you know, at the fight or whatever, after looking at videos or so, I came down and I just saw this, him coming down the aisle. You can see. His hand wrap, his hand is on his waist. He don't move it from there at all. Not even to salute his boys or nothing. Right on his waist. You can see the shape of the hand. It doesn't move whatsoever as he walks. Holding on to it like he can't close his hand and may turn it into a fist. He can't put his thumb against his fingers. And maybe that's why they can't cut off the hand wraps off of him. As he was the fight was over. Uh, look at it real close. How he salutes his friends and hold his hand tight towards his waist without moving it.
HAMZA! HAMZA, how you feeling, HAMZA? King right! King of New York! 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 Yeah, HAMZA! Back!
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of strange right there. That is very strange right there. But I took another look at his left hand. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Now, you be the judge of it. I'm just speculating, but you be the judge of it. Look at his left hand, the way he's wrapped. Does that look like a regular hand wrap for boxing, or does that look like a cast? Look at the corner on the left hand side where the small knuckle is going up. See the indentation like it's already dried up all around. You never see that in anybody's hand wraps. Like you have a form, like a glove. You know what I'm saying? It has certain indentations, like like those MMA hands that you put on. They have the indentations of the knuckles. Look at this. There's none of that. These are hand wraps that you put on. You know what I'm saying? These are hand wraps you just put on. You know, and as I know, and the University of the other commission, you know, it's kind of strange that there is no stacking. Why is it that you can see the knuckles stacked? You know what I'm saying? You can see the line going right through the knuckles. And on top of that, you know, if you see something that rigged and curved on the wraps, those are key indications for inspectors to take action on. And it's strange how this guy is walking around through his locker and they never took that cast off. You know, and as I can see, you just take him off automatically right there, but they never took him off. You know what I'm saying? How is it that he's walking to the locker? That's got to be inspected by the inspector before, you know, in the ring. Every fighter, you know, that's why they have inspectors in the corners. You know what I'm saying? That happened to the Resto fight that Panama Lewis took the inside from the gloves, and he ended up killing the guy in the ring. You know what I'm saying? A couple of days later, the guy committed suicide. You know, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And look at this again. How are you gonna bring this into boxing? I don't care who you are. You know, those are charges. If I'm just speculating, but if it's true that this is what happened, then there should be an investigation. You know what I'm saying? Could have Sheeraz tainted his career in the Berlanga fight? That's amazing. I got a chapter coming up because I have inside sources from the locker room. You know what I'm saying? about the Subir Matias fight that when they got there to the fight, Poirier was there already, and he was already wrapped at by 3 o'clock, and he was wrapped up already. He couldn't have nobody in his life because they want go in there and have them fight. They were arguing with them. They want to take off the wraps, rewrap them again, and they refused, and the commission agreed to it, which is bogus. Because how you gonna wrap your hands at 3 o'clock? You know what I'm saying? Wrap your hands at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then all of a sudden you're fighting at eight something at night. Maybe 9 o'clock. You don't know when you're fighting. If everybody's going to decisions, you know what I'm saying? How is it that that was available? I'm gonna have somebody soon. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna promise what day of the week, but should be coming soon. To give you more information and how this go. But that show I'm gonna do it in Spanish because my friend speaks Spanish. He don't really speak English, so I can give it a breakdown of so, and I try to translate everything into English. You know what I'm saying? But I leave that up to you, man. Y'all be the judge of it. Y'all let me know. I'm just speaking, like I said, it's just speculations. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eye out, because if Sheeraz tainted his career in the Belanga fight just to get a Canelo fight, that's no good for boxing. All the boxing for you. You know what I'm saying? Until the next one.